everyone, it's Shell from Scrap Secrets and welcome back to my channel. This video is part of the Autoimmune Awareness Hop 2026 hosted by Terra from Mayhem Crafty Cards. Before we get into the hop information, I am just showing you the products that I'm going to be using from Waffle Flour. So these are products that I got in my last haul, so they were kind of just around. So there are dies as well as the coloring stencils and then these blending brushes. So these are supposed to be really good for anybody who has dexterity issues. I was having a really bad flare-up of my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and that's why you'll see me switch wrists on or switch hands on the brush in a second. If you guys have any questions about the brushes, feel free to leave them below in the comments, and I will give you my honest opinion of them, maybe even do a product review on them. So just wanted to show you that. I also want to apologize for the angle of the camera. My gooseneck camera mount actually broke right before this, and I unfortunately did not have any time to go out and get another one. I only had a very, very limited time to complete this video, and it took me forever to do the voiceover because I didn't have any time to do that either. So I apologize for the angle. I am going to get a new one, so you won't be looking at this awkward angle. But again, I apologize. So let's talk a little bit about this hop. So autoimmune diseases are something that is invisible. So Tara wrote something for us to read. So living with an autoimmune disease means navigating invisible symptoms, frequent medical uncertainty, and daily adjustments. Awareness brings understanding, recognizing common signs, validating people's experiences, and being a champion for research, affordable treatments, and workplace accommodations. Together, we can turn invisible struggles into visible support. So this is a Instagram as well as a YouTube hop, and there is a hashtag for it. It's hashtag Autoimmune Awareness Hop 26. There are going to be giveaways along the way, so you want to make sure that you follow the rules. I don't know if anybody else is doing giveaway. I'm doing my own personal giveaway outside of Tara's giveaways. So for Tara's giveaways, you want to be subscribed to her channel, leave a comment on Tara's video, and follow her on Instagram. There's also bonus entries that she is going to do if you comment on other people's videos or other people's Instagram posts. Each additional comment will get you an additional entry. So you want to make sure that you visit everybody on the hop as well as on Instagram as well as over on YouTube. So it's going to take, like I said, it's going to take place on Instagram, and the same rules apply. You can head over to Tara's Instagram, which is Mayhem Crafty Cards. You can head over there, and she will also have all of the information. So comments have to be made by Sunday, April 19th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The winners will be chosen at random from the comments on Instagram and YouTube. So she's going to combine all of the comments and then choose randomly from that. So she's going to do that on April 21st, and then she's going to announce it. I believe she's going to announce it on Friday. There are different dates in here, but check over on Tara's for some official, the actual final dates and information. She will have everything over there. There's going to be a lot of fantastic prizes for random commenters throughout the hop. So what you want to do is make sure that you visit everybody's, leave comments, subscribe to as many people as you find interesting to make sure that you can come back and see videos on their projects. Also, just a side note, that's Oreo right there. He's my 3-year-old cat. They just turned 3 the other day, Oreo and Brownie, as well as their brother Snickers, who got adopted out. And he was helping me craft that day. So he doesn't normally. It's kind of funny. He just decided that he was going to come sit on my chair. So that was him in his little guest appearance in the video. So now for my giveaway. I am going to be doing a giveaway just on my channel, so my Instagram and my YouTube. I'm going to be doing the same thing. All comments will be due on the 19th at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. I will gather everything around that Tuesday and then make an announcement on Friday on who the winners are. I'm not sure if I'm going to do 1 or 2. It all depends. I do have some waffle flour stuff because clearly I love some of the waffle flour stuff so much that I have ordered them multiple times. So you will want to make sure that you are subscribed to both my YouTube and my Instagram, leaving comments on both. And if you do have different handles on YouTube and Instagram, you want to make sure that you leave in parentheses your handle on the other channel so I can match you up and make sure that you've done both. Unfortunately, I apologize for this, but it's only available to people in the United States. So I'm sorry about that, international. I just right now, I just can't do anything else. I would like to give back, and I will give back eventually and probably do some gift cards to places, maybe like Waffle Flour, but right now it is just open to people from the US. So again, I'm sorry, I do apologize about that. Okay, so when I was looking at colors for this hop, I decided that I was going to look up the autoimmune illnesses. I know that they have ribbons for different autoimmune diseases, and actually the paper that I use at some point to block things off had the illnesses that my aunts have on there. So my mom has 3 sisters, and one of her sisters had, I think you pronounce it Raynaud's disease, as well as scleroderma. And then her other sister has rheumatoid arthritis. She had breast cancer and so had to stop her RA treatments. And you could just tell that she was in a lot of pain. And she's one of those people that just doesn't, she really didn't say that she was in pain, but you just knew that she was. So, it's really, really hard to watch somebody be in pain, but you can't physically see it. That's probably one of the hardest things about it, because people don't see, it's not like a broken arm or broken leg. You can see that and you know that somebody's in pain. These illnesses are invisible, and sometimes you don't even know that people are fighting them. So I decided to pick the colors that kind of coordinated with that. A lot of it was blue, so that's why blue's kind of featured prominently in this, blue and teal. And so just wanted to talk for a moment about Terra, because she's hosting this. She did this a couple years ago. I think this is the either 3rd or 4th year that she's done this hop. There was kind of a break in between, but she's picked it up again. And I love that she's done this, because bringing awareness for illnesses that are invisible is something that we need to be aware of. You probably know more people who are fighting an invisible illness than you think. And Terra is one of them. And I will tell you, she'll probably kill me for saying this kind of stuff about her, but she does have a couple of autoimmune illnesses, and I think she'll probably talk about it in the hop, and she has in the past. So if you want, you can go back and watch the other hops, but she's one of those people that literally never complains about anything. She could probably be in the most pain that she's ever been in. She's like, "Oh, I'm fine. How are you?" She just wants to hear about how you're. She doesn't really talk about her pain and how much, how she's really doing. She's one that doesn't really say anything about it. So, that's the kind of person that she is, and she doesn't tell you how much pain she's in. So it's really, really great of her to put this together to garner support for things, and especially listening to people's stories. That's one of the hardest things. I know with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, for the longest time, I felt like it was just me. I felt like I was crazy, and I had symptoms, and the doctors were all saying, "Oh, your tests are coming back fine." I just had some tests done for rheumatoid arthritis because of my family having some history of rheumatoid arthritis, and everything came back fine. So I think it's just a flare-up of my Ehlers-Danlos. But, you start to feel kind of crazy when you're like, I'm in pain, but nobody's saying that everybody's saying everything's fine with me. So when you hear other people who have similar symptoms to you, or who have gone through similar things and gone through the gaslighting that the medical industry is absolutely famous for, it's kind of validating. It's kind of nice. So hopefully, if you do have an autoimmune illness, as you're going through, you'll hear some stories from people who either have it personally or have family members or friends or things like that have autoimmune illnesses, and hopefully it just, validates your experience a little bit more, and you're not feeling like you're crazy and it's all in your head, because a lot of the times that's how, especially as women, that's how we feel, is that, the medical community a lot of the times just kind of brushes things off and doesn't take our symptoms as seriously, especially for a disease that you can't see. So it's not something a lot of times that'll show up on tests, the reason that you're in pain. So hopefully this hop does give you guys a little bit of, maybe some knowledge on things, or maybe you can relate to somebody that's going through the struggles. So I can't wait to see what everybody makes. I love hearing everyone's stories. I hate to hear that, there's so many people out there in pain, or that have been struggling for years to get an answer to a diagnosis. But it's really nice to hear the validation and hear that other people are going through kind of the same thing that you're going through. So can't wait to see what everybody has made. I wanted to thank everybody for leaving comments and for watching the videos and heading over to YouTube. And say thank you, Terra, for putting this together, because I know that it is not an easy task to put an event together. So thank you for doing this. Thank you for picking it back up again. I think it's super important that we go ahead and do this for anybody who has been through a chronic illness. So I am almost at the end of my card, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about the card. This is Waffle Flower products. I did not use the Cupcake box die like I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to use it in one piece, but I actually cut it out and put some acetate in there, so it looks like a real cupcake box with that window at the top. I know some of them are solid, some of them aren't. I just wanted it to have a little bit of that acetate, the acetate for that like see-through feel, so it looks like when you close it, you would be able to see the cupcakes on top. So this is a really, really fun set to use. I really enjoyed the whole thing. Like I said, the colors that I picked were for some of the illnesses that my mom's family has. My mom, like Renard's, oh Jesus, now I can't even think of Renard's, scleroderma, RA, and then my brother was also diagnosed with a form of arthritis, which is AS, and I am not even going to attempt to pronounce it. So it wouldn't be a card of mine without adding a little bit of sparkle, so I'm taking some sparkle, some sparkle drops, or is that what they are? I can't even, stickles, and then some Nuvo drops to go ahead and add some glitter to the card. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, for participating in the hop. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave them below in the more information or the comment section. I will get back to everybody who leaves a question or a comment in there. I love reading what you guys have to say. We really, really appreciate it. I hope that you are enjoying this hop. For those of you who are fellow participants, I cannot wait to see what you guys have made. I'm super excited about that. And thank you guys for being a subscriber. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video. If you'd like to see a step-by-step tutorial on how to make this card, leave that in the comments and I will go ahead and make that in another video. I will see you again real soon. Bye.